Hi, and welcome to Camille's Country Corner. I am Camille, and on today's episode, we will be making some white chocolate pumpkin snickerdoodle cookies. And as the special treat for this week, they are going to be made by my daughter, Lexi. So go ahead, take it away, Lexi.
Hi, my name is Lexi, and welcome to Camille's Country Corner. Today we are going to be making pumpkin snickerdoodles with white chocolate. We made these a few years ago for our Christmas cookie swap that we do every year, and I really love them. They're perfect for fall or for Christmas. They kind of taste like pumpkin pie, but in a little cookie. Let me show you what you need to get started. For this recipe, you are going to need vanilla, molasses, sugar, flour, butter, allspice, cinnamon, pumpkin, baking soda, baking powder, and some salt, and some white chocolate chips. Let's get started with this recipe. To start off with this recipe, we're going to do 1/2 cup of butter. I just have unsalted butter here. We are also going to need 1 cup of sugar. And then we need 1/2 cup of brown sugar, but I don't have brown sugar ever, so I'm just gonna put in the 1/4 cup of regular sugar, and then I'm gonna just add some molasses to that. Now we're just going to cream our butter and sugar together. All right, now that we have that almost incorporated, we're going to add 6 tablespoons of our pumpkin. All right, so to this mixture, we are going to now add 6 tablespoons of pumpkin puree, not the pumpkin pie filling, because I feel like that would be weird. 2, 3. I'm gonna add half of it now, mix it, and then do the other half. All right, let's add the rest. So this recipe does not call for eggs, and I think it's because we're using the pumpkin, so that will help bind it together and stay moist and beautiful. Doesn't want to stay. All right, let's add our spices. So first I'm going to be adding 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm gonna go a little bit light on that just because we're going to put the cinnamon sugar on the outside, like a snickerdoodle. And then I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of the allspice. You can also just do pumpkin pie spice if you'd like, but I don't have that here, so I'm just gonna use the allspice. Definitely gives like a good warm feeling to the cookie. We are going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then we're also going to do 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And now we're just gonna combine this together, and then we'll start to add our flour afterwards. Okay. So if you can tell, this looks like it's starting to separate a little bit, but as soon as we start to add that flour, it's going to congeal and make a nice batter. Okay, let's start with the baking soda. This recipe calls for 1/4 teaspoon. Let me get 1/4. It's teeny tiny amounts. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the soda. And then this recipe calls for 1½ cups of flour, so I'm just going to do half at first. You can obviously sift this if you'd like. That's totally up to you how you would like to do it. Whoop. Just shot it everywhere. Let me grab a napkin. Do the remaining flour. This recipe is coming together very quickly, which is very exciting. So if you're wanting to make a fast cookie before a party, this one definitely would be it. So let me finish mixing this up and then we will finish off with the next step. All right, to finish this off, we're going to do 1/2 cup of white chocolate chips. And I'm just going to stir these in because I don't like the way that this sound hits the chocolate chips on the beaters. You can most certainly do this into a stand mixer if you like, but when it comes to smaller batches like these, I tend to just go for the hand mixer. All right, I feel like that's not enough chocolate chips, so I'm just gonna put the remainder of this bag, so let's see. Yeah, so that's 1 whole cup of white chocolate chips total. If you don't like white chocolate chips, you can totally do regular milk chocolate chips. That would be super yummy. I used to have a friend in high school that I worked with, and she would make these pumpkin cloud cookies. They literally tasted like if you were eating a pumpkin cookie that was on a cloud. And they had regular chocolate chips, and they were so good. All right, so this dough is still pretty sticky, so we're gonna place this into the refrigerator for about 10 to 15 minutes so it can harden up a little. And then we'll roll out our cookies and our cinnamon sugar. All right, see you then. I'm going to put on some gloves because I don't like trying to do this with all the cinnamon sugar and things like that. So I'm just gonna take a spoon and I'm gonna get about a golf ball size, roll it up a little bit so it makes a ball, and then just drop it in our cinnamon sugar. I did about a 1/2 cup and then about a teaspoon of cinnamon, and then plop it onto our baking tray. See, I'm glad I wore gloves because it is very sticky still, but that's okay. These are gonna be so delicious. I can't wait to try them with you. So I'm going to continue doing my balls and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all panned up. So here's what they look like when they're all panned up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. So I was able to get 19 cookies in total, but mine are about golf ball size. If you make them bigger, maybe less. If you make them smaller, maybe more. But I'm gonna throw this into a 375-degree oven for about 9 to 12 minutes. All right, so all of our cookies are done baking. Look at how beautiful they are. Oh, look at how soft that is. All right, let's give this a try. Oh, that is so good. So I definitely get all of the warm spices I put into here. It's very pumpkin-y. The crystallized sugar on the outside and the bottom makes it nice and caramelized like you would expect for a snickerdoodle. And it is so soft. I don't really care for crunchy cookies. I think those are for crazy people, but I also don't like cookies and milk, so that could be just me. But I hope you guys like this recipe. We post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, so I hope to see you back here. Also, special shout out, my mom's birthday is coming up October 30th, so let's all wish her a sweet, happy birthday. We're going to have a big celebration on her birthday, so stay tuned to what we do. It's a surprise though, don't tell my mom. All right guys, I hope you like and subscribe this video. Definitely share it with your friends, and I hope we see you next time. Thanks, bye.